I was a whole married man, fully married, happy, never cheated, never lied, never did anything behind your back, never met up in the Sprinter and got my head in a parking lot of a strip club. You ain't got them stories on me. Now, everybody's got problems. Everybody go through shit. I never came at Sam. Over 2 years, never said one thing about that woman and came at her because I legally couldn't. Now, as soon as the trial happened, now I got some shit to say because you accused me of putting you out of the house, changing the locks, and kicking you and a 1-year-old out the house. That's a lie. You put the COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and you arranged all the shit that you did, and now you trying to get me for $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old at the time, and I couldn't speak on it. And I'm hurt. And I'm bleeding out loud. As I was sitting in the courthouse, in the courtroom, that realization that this person couldn't have ever loved me based on what I've seen her become in the process of this divorce.
Damn.
That neither one of y'all should never ever experience in your life.
You think you did anything wrong?
Absolutely. Me and my ex-wife woke up to the news on September 11th that I abused my daughter because I spanked her with my right hand on top of her butt, directly on top of her pants. Second time I ever spanked her in my life. And then that's when all that shit went down. We had no problem. Everything about our vibe and energy, chemistry and magic, it was all everything that I had prayed. I was experiencing an answered prayer. I knew that I was gonna get married and be married for the rest of my life. Like I literally convinced myself I'm gonna be gray and old and I'm gonna have to eat mashed potatoes and coleslaw because all these teeth gonna be gone. Be married that long. Like I was in it. As the arguments and the disagreements happened, which actually happened from me shooting 2 music videos, and one of them featured her. Okay. So she said, your family don't matter. We ain't been having sex. You ain't giving me no attention, no energy. And I just said, I'm so sorry. We were just in quarantine for 10 straight months. There was not a flight, a call, an email. There was nothing going on in the world. The whole world shut down. It was 24 hours, 7 days a week, us. God literally pressed that pause button on the world, but specifically the pause button on our marriage because we needed time to reconnect after the devil came in to try and create a level of disconnection in our marriage that most marriages wouldn't be able to survive, especially only a year in. We're married for a year, we wake up to accusations from my ex. Who the f could survive that? We are in a honeymoon phase and we woke up to that. So fast forward, now you accusing me of shit and putting it in court documents as if you forgot what it was like to wake up to someone putting shit in court documents is not true. I don't know who she is. I don't know who she became. I realized that this was a woman that was very simple, who I met in a $12 sundress and prided herself on being simple. I'm a simple girl. Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old? Now you've hired 3 law firms to try and knock my motherfucking head off. My prenup was so detailed and so extensive. My lawyer said to me, I can't believe you got her to sign this. And I said, well, the reason I got her to sign it is because she said to me specifically, this ain't mine. That's your publishing. Those your cars. It's your house. And if we ever separated because I didn't get in this for any of that, I will sign every piece of paperwork that reflects that I don't want none of that. To then want nothing more than to show that that's all she wants.
But the prenup should be ironclad, right?
They are doing everything it takes to crack them up. And it's now 3 years into trying to crack. See, you have a pre-nuptial. Be prior to the nuptials, let's establish, and then you got people who will do a post-nuptial. We already got married, let's do the paperwork after we get married because we need to make sure that since the money didn't showed up all of a sudden and a lot of successes happened, let's put a post-nuptial in place. We didn't really have no reason to do a prenup. She's trying to crack the prenup, trying to get $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old, which is my daughter is now 4. And so I have no idea who this person is.
You never felt like she really, really loved you? Like at one point?
I never said that. The name of the song is I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me.
Yeah, I don't think
You were sitting in the courtroom.
And I also was sitting in the courtroom and I said, as they're unpacking tax returns and getting into all this shit, I would never disrespect her and say, I don't think at no point did she ever love me. But there is no aspect of me right now, with all that I've seen and heard and all this shit that's going on in this paperwork and what happened in that courtroom, I can say I did nothing to you to create that. You should be able to say physical violence, I got 3 chicks pregnant on the side, I was on the road and smashing chicks. What did I do that made you become that? When you committed to the duration, you said, I don't like this, but I know that my husband has so much more potential beyond the mistake that was made. So at the end of the day, I can't disown the laughter, the travel, the moments, and all that we had. That would be evil. To act as if I didn't feel, or I didn't feel that she felt something. But I have no idea who this person is. And none of her friends recognize her either. Women have done an incredible job of normalizing, talking about their feelings, hurts, and vulnerability. When a man does it, we get shamed into silence. Yo, shut the f up, man. Like, don't be putting your shit all out there. I know I'm a man. I know I'm an alpha male. So when I speak up on my shit, my truth, what I feel, what I've experienced. Now I'm misogynistic. Now I'm stalking. Now I'm abusing. You're in a brand new relationship, man. Why you keep telling me, first of all, making reference to feelings that I'm still trying to emotionally navigate through from a marriage that just blew up in my face doesn't mean that I want her or desire her. It just means that I'm still bleeding out loud. I'm gonna tell my truth. I'm not gonna be sitting around this motherfucker on the receiving end of people believing that I over you and did you dirty and did something behind your back, and you painting that picture because you got a bunch of women that maybe in their feelings or angry or bitter about experiences that they've had, and they now got you beating that drum. It's like, people will believe anybody that sounds convincing.